Back again. Like, no. No. But it's like, I imagine she's like, so done with boats. It was something that Phoenix did, I think. Probably Gucci.
I'm not getting any audio in the YouTube.
Here we go. You should be getting audio now. That's my bad. Sorry, all four of you. Cool. Audio's working now.
Cool.
Cool. So anyway, I'll give $1 to whoever makes the shirt first. That's not true. I'll pay for the resources. Yeah. All right, cool. This guy is going to use half his movement to stand up from prone, and then he's going to use his. So you wouldn't see him as he would be underwater at that point. So we're gonna have him put him into a different layer. Yeah, cool. Zenthar, the first to act in this week's episode here, as the scene is not dire, but is dangerous, or dangerous.
I think he's going to first take his 1 damage. Is that it?
It is 1 damage at the beginning of your turn. That's correct. And if you're going to move, it's a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
He's not going to move. He's going to instead attempt to flick pain onto this aquatic dude. Like, no, you get in the water.
Get in the water. Happened last week. The whole time it's going to happen this week too. 17 is definitely a hit. So as this thing reaches its hand out to scrape down the back of Sage as she steps away, you catch it at the top of the shoulder and you feel a satisfying squelch as you separate shoulder from body, dealing 8 bludgeoning damage to this thing. And it is like hitting, it's like hitting wet body bags. You know, like I'm assuming that at some point in time, Zenthar in his background would have trained you know, hand-to-hand combat as well, you know, weapons-free combat. And there's there's a difference between hitting a body bag and hitting a wet body bag. The wet body bag is like the water moves around, the impact is squelched instead of thudding. But yeah, boom, you hit this thing convincingly, feeling the separation of shoulder from torso.
Oh yeah, that'll be the end of his turn.
Excellent. This little one is already on Parn, so it does not have a turn. Oh, sorry, it's this one. It's in the secret layer. We're gonna have it pop up here. Change layer token. If I knew the secret for doing the like quick switch layers, the hotkeys, I would be a much better person, but I don't. This one's going to go up here. It's going to go pester this crew member, as he now has 3 of them on there. And we're going to go to Parn. At the beginning of your turn, you do take some damage as you have many of these creatures on you. You take 2 piercing.
Are they on my legs or?
I think we said they're on your
arms?
legs.
What about this crew member in front of me? What are his?
They're again, they don't have any sort of like, they're just like a slime that falls over the deck. So as they come up to him, they fall into his boots and they crawl up his boots and legs. We have tokens for how many of them are on you, but think of it more as like a general metric for how big the pile of them on you is, rather than how many of them there are. Did you rage on the first turn of combat? I think no. There was one turn when Lorelei was in the water, and then the second turn is when Jean-Rel woke everybody up.
I raged once I got up from
Okay.
sleeping.
So we're in round 6. That would have been 5 rounds. So you have 5 remaining. I'm trying to track. Whoops.
Yeah. And the torch that this crew member has is how big?
The torch?
Yeah. I mean, are we talking standard torch?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it
just a
wrap?
standard
Is
torch.
it-
No, it's just a standard like sailing torch.
I would like to grab it. If I take fire damage, I'm cool with that. With my big, huge stone hands and rub it all over my body, trying to kill everything that's on me.
Yeah. Take 1d4 fire damage. Go ahead and roll your fire damage as you basically just burn out the cancerous growth. 4. You take 4 fire damage as you take these blights that are growing on top of you, and you just rub different parts of your body onto the torch. Yeah. It's painful but
And
effective.
then I would like to move as far over as I can towards the bigger guys.
Yeah. You the deck is difficult terrain for these 10 feet, so it's 10, 20, 25 movement so far.
I am 2 levels exhausted, so I'm already at half speed.
Dang. Nice. We just see Parn exhausted, panting. This is like at the end of the mile in junior high. I specifically say junior high because I couldn't run the mile for shit in junior high. If at the end of the mile they're like, okay, and now for the presidential fitness test. Poor Parn. All right.
But he's moving towards, like I said, the larger guys, and particularly trying to move towards Sage to be able to protect her body.
Excellent. And I failed to mention it in the recap just because it's pertinent, so I will. These crew members here, there are 8 of them, and they are currently trying to repair the mast. Remember, there is a pirate ballista bolt through the mast, splintering your ship. So they're trying to repair that. Okay, Lorelei.
All right. I am going to take out one of my potions of healing, and I'm going to kneel down and force that into Sage's throat.
Yeah, there's like a sputtering as there's a natural, even unconscious reaction to fluids being passed down the airway. But you lift the head so the fluids go down the esophagus, and yeah, let's see that 2d4 plus 4.
I feel like it wouldn't be like you could just tell that she's trying to talk like immediately, just like oh my, oh my.
Nice. Sorry, that should be 6, not 1, because although you were unconscious, we don't do negative HP. Okay, so Lorelei heals Sage up to almost half HP. Excellent, Lorelei.
Oh my god, that guy hit me.
Yes, he did. Let's stay over here now, okay? Stay right next to me.
I don't like him. I've never not liked anyone.
Yeah, very rude. Very, very rude. Guchamug, seeing that Sage got dropped and this person has been successfully removed from the boat, is going to run. He's going to take his 1 piercing damage. And then is going to run 5 and 10. He is going to run up here and hit this Zombo boy. I closed all my character sheets, so I need to reopen those. I'm gonna just 1 second DMing. I'm gonna take his. Yeah, that's better. I think 1. Nope, not really. 2. I don't like the name of the bumper sword. I was gonna try to take it off, but I failed. So he's gonna deal a significant amount of damage to this thing.
Wow. Wow.
And then he sees Parn coming running, and he's like, "Yeah, get him, Knuckles." It will step back. So
He's gonna step back.
5, 10. He already because this all happens simultaneously in the same 6 seconds. He sees
I won't be able to get there though.
Nice. Well, he sees it. He steps in as it's coming after Sage, so he steps in. It doesn't have the reaction anymore. Guchamog doesn't know that. Like, what is a reaction? What is a bonus action?
Yeah.
But he steps in post the attack, and then is able to land his blow on it. All right.
Yeah. She's just gonna be like, that is like so not cool. Like just pointing at that guy. So.
Those 3 are on that crew member. This one is going to pop up from the water and also go to that crew member. Let's go. Change their token. So this crew member is just beginning to get swamped. You almost can't see. Everything beneath his like lower abdomen is completely occluded in this briny, kelpy, what did I say before? Barnacled things. Yeah, it's a bad news bears for him. Jean-Rel is going to step back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and is going to call out fire. Fire seems to work. Lay fire to the barnacles. You lot get that crew. We need to set sail immediately. This tide. And he looks over the edge and he's like, there's no end. So he's going to attempt to shoot this thing from where he's at. 12 is a hit for some damage. Not a whole lot. Cool. As he shoots this little briny, this little group over there. This guy, you used a spell on him. Nope. Ill-fated word. Hideous laughter. A creature with intelligence at the end of each of its turn and each time it takes damage. So at the end of its turn, it gets to make another wisdom saving throw. With all the wisdom of a briny boy. DC 14. Nice. For those of you who can see my dice, it was almost a 17, and it turned to a 10. So he fails, and he is still laughing at the bottom of the water. Phoenix.
All right. I mean, it's kind of just disappointed that Sage is alive. But he'll, I guess, is there a torch nearby that you can just kind of grab?
Currently, let me see. There is one behind this dude, over there next to Zenthar, like it's standing right next to the fire. And then I believe Jean-Rel is carrying one, and this crew member is carrying one. So here I can, I'll just put these torches on the token layer so we can see them. So there's actually one immediately next to you on that mast, and there is one with Jean-Rel. So change layer token. Okay, so now you should be able to see the token marker.
Yeah. I guess I'll take the torch and just burn that one next to Lorelei.
Yeah, you grab this torch off here and you swing it at that thing, and sure enough, all of them seem to sort of squeal in pain and in unison as you burn that thing away. Yeah. Success. Anything else?
Yep. I mean, no, he's just standing there with the torch.
Excellent. Let me put the torch where we can see it. Cool. Burning away that thing. Two Fingers sees that this thing is nearly dead and will go instead. No. He's intelligent, and reducing the number of combatants is the best option. So he'll take 2 scimitars on that thing, both of them hitting 1 and 2. For a grand total of 11. As that thing begins to look gruesome, or more gruesome than it already was. This one's already attached. This one's already attached. Then the crew. This man falls covered by the brine, by the briny monsters. We're going to make him unconscious. These ones are going to do 8 successful rolls on that mast. I wonder if I've been tracking this. Well, it was 8 last time and 8 this time, so that's just 16. I'm just going to put it in chat so I can track it. Mast, 16, for lack of a better way of tracking that. And then this crew member down here is still piss drunk. It's not a magical, he's just unconscious at the edge of the gangplank. Cool. Let's move right on along and bring up the last friend from the water from this round. Token. I need to grab some new friends and put them in different places. That's as good a place as any, and so is this and this. I have so many friends to play with, guys. I'm bringing you so many cool friends. All right. I screwed that up. If I could take it back. If I could take back time. Turn back. It's turn back time. But cool. All of that done, and this guy. He, seeing that his prey has gotten away, he is going to blindly step towards, away from the light. Oh no, there is no light over there because John Melter, he's going to stay far from the light. He's just going to, absent, like zombified, reach out towards the closest thing to him. 2 Fingers was the last one that hit him, so he's going to reach out towards 2 Fingers for the barnacle bite. A 20 does hit for 6 piercing, and a brine claw as well on 2 Finger for 21 to hit for 13 slashing and 6.
Can I use a reaction on that one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Silvery Barbs.
Ooh, nice. Everybody's favorite spell. I love it. Can't wait to Silvery Barbs your death saving throws. What? What? Nobody said that. Okay, magically distinct.
What
So
is it?
it's just disadvantage for me then. And you can
yes.
choose someone else and give them advantage on their next attack, ability check, or saving throw. Cool.
Yeah.
Who would you like to empower with that spell?
That's actually pretty neat.
Zenthar.
Zenthar, I'm going to
Oh.
give you a special mote of inspiration. It's going to look like the same thing that Barn has, or that Parn has. I'm never going to get that right, by the way. This campaign is doomed. Inspiration. So I'm going to give you the inspiration mote, but it just, you have advantage on your next thing. You know what? No, I have a cool token for that. We're going to use the attack up. So advantage. There, I have a cool mote for that. And then this guy needs to make.
See it because of the slime.
Nice. Let me get the slime out of there. Tink.
Nice.
So a new barnacle bite. No, new barnacle brine claws. That's the one that you. It misses. It misses two fingers. So yeah, as you like, we've never seen silvery barbs cast in any of my campaigns. Fun fact. So why don't you read out how we, the audience, see your silvery barbs go off?
Yeah, so as soon as the bite hits, she's holding on to Sage and everything, and she looks right at the zombie thing. And honestly, would kind of look like thorns, probably.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it would just kind of like maybe like shoot at him and make him kind of like, oh, what is that? Just pure distraction. Just like, hey, look.
Yeah, it's one of those like exploding plant seed pods.
Yes.
So it's like there's this poof of pods. It's harmless, but it's distracting nonetheless. And there's just enough humanity in this creature that he's startled by the sudden noise and sound as it distracts him from his attack, and he fails to hit two fingers with the brine claw. All right. At the beginning of the new round, there are new friends in the water, and they are ready to come out because they rolled high on their initiative. So change layer token, and this one as well because he's changed their token. They're both the first up. They're going to go to the first things they see. This one's already on Guchamog, so it's going to go right to Guchamog towards its friend. This one is going to begin to bother the crew over here who are doing the mast fixing. Cool. Those are their turns. Sage, being just brought back from the brink of death. What's your first? You're prone because you were unconscious, but what's your first reaction?
Well, like, what is happening? This is not. I'll turn and look to Lorelai, and I'm like, fire? She's like, we catch them on fire. Which ones do we hit? I think they're all bad. They're all not good friends. And I knew I should have listened more. And I was told you can't always make everyone like you, no matter how many times you tell them they should. And I will just look around and I guess what do I cast that like point at the man who hit me and be like, we're not going to be friends. And I cast Word of Radiance on him.
Nice. I think we've seen Word of Radiance once before already in this combat. It says bright flare of light erupts out of you.
Kind of like it's glittery for her though, like little green glittery fireworks, like, and then every time I cast, it's just like her like shaking her finger and yelling at something.
Yeah, so your grandmother knew there was this old ancient language that she knew parts of, but not enough to truly be like fluent in it. And it wasn't really a language that was spoken. It was not for at least the past like thousands of eons, right? she would always mention that this language was part of the primordial language. Like the elder elementals knew it, the dragons knew it. It's the language from Io, the first dragon, the first god, the creator god. And some of those words, even the bastardized translated version of them, still holds a semblance of power. So this spell just requires speaking it. And if you've ever played Baldur's Gate 3, Ignis, it's just, you just say like the word. Exactly. Whatever the spell, except with Shadowheart, it never hits. So, you know,
Right.
GG. Okay, so you say this single word of radiance, because it's not words, it's word of radiance. You yell this out, and this creature instinctively hears the word from ancient power, and it cuts through whatever, you know, zombification of its brain has gone on, and it fails the save, taking the radiant damage, and looks discomforted. Like the hit from Zenthar was a much bigger hit. The 2 hits from Guchamog were huge. This is the one that looks like it has shaken its countenance, because it is light. Anything else, Sage?
She'll be like, and then I imagine Barn will like stick his head up and also, like, you'd think he would be doing uppies, but instead he's just looking frustrated, like, oh my god. and then I would like throw a stick at the jelly thing on Gucci.
Perfect.
It's like for my hair. It doesn't hit him, but you know.
Yeah. Beautiful. These ones, I just X'd out of something. I have no idea what I X'd out of. These ones are going to go up here and bother the crew. So the crew are becoming much more bothered. This thing swims up from the bottom of the water using its 25 feet and is just enough to get up over the edge of the boat as it is here. Zenthar, you do have advantage on your first attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, thanks to the silvery barbs.
Okay.
You do take your 1 piercing from being one of these things attached to you.
Slugified. Yeah. How messed up does this thing look in front of me?
Bad. It is. I mean, it's already like, you know, loosely put together pieces of flesh and barnacle, but this thing is like falling apart. It's dropping pieces of itself onto the deck. It looks bad.
Okay. We'll just finish it off. Advantage. Maul.
Bonk. Yeah. 13 is enough to hit it with this thing. So it appears to be kind of shying away from the light of Sage's attack. Yeah. As you hit this thing, it doesn't have any sort of exploding effect like the other ones. It falls apart to pieces into, I mean, like you can see there are human bones, there are shells, and basically everything that was compiling it just no longer held together by any semblance of life, as it is crushed to.
Heck yeah. Squishing zombie gets.
Bonk.
Aquatic things.
Nice. Super.
He will move. What save is it? Dex?
Dex.
Dex save.
Yep, plenty. Full movement still.
Okay. Hell yeah. He's going to move from here to here to here.
Perfect. Your little friend is going to come with you. Your friend, I say affectionately.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your little sticker off. Silver barb's gone. Cool. This thing, having killed that guy, is going to crawl over here. Harn, you have 4 turns of rage left.
I will turn towards the nearest crew member who has something on him and hold still really quick, like, and I will swing my great axe in a very fierce manner.
Nice. The torch this guy was carrying a torch, by the way. It's just on the ground now that he's dead. If you wanted to take the torch, you could just leave. Yeah, you could just leave it there, or you could take it with you. I'm not coaching you. I'm just saying.
Well,
there's a torch there.
Yeah, I couldn't walk over there and back though right now.
Nice. Okay, yeah. 21, 22, and that's the crew member next to you?
Correct.
Perfect, that's a hit. For 14. Yeah, you splattered this little thing, and much like its allies before it, when they're killed via weapons, they explode to the map layer. But you did take care of one of these things, so he only has 2 on. There are only 2. Now again, this amalgamation of 8 of these guys, but they are there. So, anything else, Parn?
Move down to hopefully stop anything big from walking up the gangplank.
Perfect. Lorelei.
I am going to produce some flame, and I'm going to throw it at Guchamog, but I'm going to throw it at the thing on Guchamog.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And I'm going to be like, sorry in advance!
For what? Sorry, what? Just eats produce flame. Yeah, you hit one of these things. Scream as they get burned off, and you clear it off of him. He still has 1, but it's only 1.
And I'm just gonna stay where I'm at because I'm relatively safe.
Comfortable in the middle, right? Perfect. Oh, yeah. Guchamog. Wow, good hit. It's just like his eyebrow, like the brow of his where he would have eyebrows if he wasn't a Dragonborn, is like smoking. Good hit. Let's see. And he's gonna just try to clear these 2 things off of him. So, or this 1 thing off of him. So he just starts like, oh no, there's a big guy. What's he doing? The big guy just came over the edge. He's gonna hit the big guy. Dumb DM is dumb. Yeah, this thing climbs up over the edge, and he just like cuts through the head of it. His sword goes into the deck, the railing of the deck, buries his sword like a couple inches, maybe a foot into the deck, and he looks over, and Jean-Rel doesn't see him, and he's like, puts his foot up on the rail and pulls his sword out of the deck. There's just this giant cleave in the railing. Oh, did you see that? He looks at 2 fingers, and 2 fingers is like not having it. But yeah, he successfully destroys this thing. Sorry, all of that long explanation for he kills it. Get rid of that one, and get rid of this one. Cool. Turn order is getting cleaned. Old Guchamog, he does take his 1 point of piercing damage. This one is on you already. This one is going to go bother some crew members. This one's going to come up over the edge, right in front of Parn Boy. Change layer tokens. To be fair, I'm placing these just so I know. At the turn of the round, I place these things, and then they just happen to be where you move to. So you get a new friend on your ankle, Parn. More than a new friend on your ankle, you see one of these guys climb up over the edge, and he is ready for you, or at least he believes he's ready for you. So he is going to make a barnacle bite. Barnacle Boy. Every time I say Barnacle Bite, I want to say Barnacle Boy from SpongeBob. Oh, you did a reckless attack, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
A 20 hits for 3 piercing, but I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. 25 is a pass, so you only take the 3 piercing, and nothing else happens.
Was that already reduced or just regular?
That is the flat. That's the regular
Okay.
the regular piercing damage. I trust you. If you want me to, I can start remembering to reduce it for you.
No, I would rather you just tell me.
Okay.
And I can do it.
You apply the effects.
Especially when it comes to piercing, because if I'm in rage, it's different.
Nice. And then the brine claws that typically come after the bite. A 24 is a big swing. I rolled a 19, almost got a crit. For 12 slashing and 5
reaction.
Oh, yeah, you do have a new reaction. Yeah. The silvery barbs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the bite. It like, as I bite onto my microphone, you see this bite come down and it grabs onto your arm, and you put your arm up instinctively, like as if you're wearing bracers, but it's just the copper on your arm. You shove that into his mouth, and you take some of the piercing, but it's almost like you attacked his uvula, to get yourself out of the attack. And then his arm comes raking over the back as he's like, and then he sees this poof of pollen or of thorny pollen that erupts in his face, and he and like lets go of your arm. It's just kind of like stumbles back onto the gangplank. So you take the damage, but not the second attack. I need to get them. No, I don't want to. I was gonna get them off the whispered layers so you guys could see their damage, but I don't want to reveal the Constitution saving throws just yet. This one.
Go ahead. Can I give the second half of the spell to Jean-Rel, please?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jean-Rel will get the advantage up. Cool. This one is going to run over here to the crew. Jean-Rel, on his first turn, where's the closest torch? Phoenix has one. Does Jean-Rel have one? I think he does. 2 back. Yeah. So he's going to, he looks at Parn, looks at his crew, and then sees that Parn is like badly wounded. He's like, he's going to throw the torch at the crew over here. So he yeets this torch over here, and then is going to take out his short sword and attack over the railing. Attack this guy here. So 1 and 2. For a 19 is a hit and an 8 is a miss. For 4 piercing. Wow, that was the worst. He really should have just hit with the torch. Oh, he has advantage. That was his first one, and his second attack is 12. No, it's not a good enough hit. He burns. He wastes it. A job well done, Jean-Rel. You bum. To the back, and I need to take off that sticker you have there. Cool. This one at the end of its turn is going to make another saving throw. This is 2 campaigns in 1 week that you've used spells to take people out of fights. And while you took way more out in the EMA campaign, you've taken this guy successfully out of this fight thus far. He's just at the bottom of the ocean laughing. Phoenix, speaking of.
Alright, I guess I'll take my torch and just... This guy beside me, I guess burn the things off that guy.
Pick this one up. Yeah. Roll a 1d4. We'll see how many you can get off. That's not how this mechanic normally goes. But
I was already holding a torch, I think.
Okay. I do see it back there. Sure. Still roll that. We're just not rolling for damage. You're just seeing how many of these.
What am I rolling again?
1d4 as you plunge your torch into some of the crew members to burn off the one. You get rid of one of these things, and you do 1 damage to the crew member who was holding it. So, pretty good trade, if I do say so myself. Anything else, Phoenix?
I mean, he did his part.
All right. I concur. You did do your part. 2 Fingers sees that the crew down there are beginning to get overwhelmed, and will run here, jump down. It's like a jump to get here, so he doesn't have to go through the difficult terrain, and we'll try to swipe some of these off without hitting his crew members. 21 hits, 6 does not, 6 slashing. Sorry. As they seem to just be scraping these things down. This one is going to go from here to the crew. Crew still have 4 on them. The crew, this guy's dead, but I can't take him out of the turn order because he is my tracker for all of the crew. Can't find. There we go. Nope. There we go. He's going to take 4 damage, and 1 of the crew members in that stack are going to drop. So that stack goes down to 7 crew members. Go ahead.
Is he dead or dying? Can we
He's dying. I don't typically do saving throws for NPCs just because it becomes kind of overwhelming to track. He goes down. We'll see how long the combat goes. I'll say that if you guys want to start saving NPCs, like, you know, with heroic actions, you can after combat. But it won't be like, you're not gonna be able to get everybody, and they're not gonna like spring back up, you know, if they roll a 20 on their saving throw. So, okay. Dying, but not dead. This one is going to go over here. This guy now has, these crew members now have 5 on, as they are becoming quickly overwhelmed by these things. Another one pops up over the edge. Change layer token. Cool. Dunk. He is going to go towards 2 fingers because 2 fingers is the closest, and they don't have a whole lot of foresight. Cool. We come back to the turn of the round. That is goes all the way down to Sage.
Just looking around kind of frantically, and I'm going to kind of like look a little confused, and then kind of pop, I guess, like into one of my pockets, and I think kind of root around in there, and I'm going to expend 2 points to get a spell slot.
That is our confirmation of Sage's character class. Those of you playing along at home, we now know that Sage is a sorcerer.
Special.
Excellent. So that's a bonus action to reach into your pocket and grab another spell slot. I think it's a bonus action.
And
And more so than that, a divine soul. She's done cure wounds.
Do something new. I am going to root around my pocket and reach out for a spell, and I'm going to. How will this spell look? I'm guessing that I will take like little things from my hair and kind of start weaving them together, oddly, and cast Grim Siphon. Did that pop up for you?
It did. You twist the forces of entropy around 2 creatures, bringing distress to one while staving off the demise of another. The creature you can see within range, a creature you can see, must make a successful con saving throw or take poison damage equal to 1d4 plus your spellcasting modifier. Another creature you choose that was within 5 feet of the target regains hit points equal to half the amount of poison damage dealt. Very nice.
And that will be based upon the NPC who fell down and the creepy things attacking them.
So who do you want to do damage? I'll get damage to the creepy things attacking. Nice. All right, my chat friends in YouTube's.
Hold on. Like, is Parn taking damage too?
Parn is taking damage from one that is on him. That's correct.
I'm so sorry. NPC, okay. She would like start like throwing it at him and be like, like fly fishing, like it would fling backwards and hit Parn. I feel like it would be an accident.
Parn got caught in the cast motion. I think that's what they call that in fishing, where like you come back and then before you go, you.
Yeah. Like not necessarily smart enough to be like, oh, my friend. Like she was like, oh, no, and then on the no part hits like Parn in the face.
Nice. I can't show it on YouTube. I want to show it on YouTube, but I can't do that without showing it to you guys. So what I'm going to do. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna move on. There's so many of these things. I'm gonna have to start consolidating them and putting a number on them as well. You lash out this Grim Siphon, and the way that the spell is written when I'm reading it, you heal equal to half the amount of damage dealt. So you rolled a 1. Unfortunately, and I'm not really. I'm going to do this as a one-time consideration. They are immune to poison damage. In the future, I won't say that they're immune. I'll just describe what happens and leave it up to you to discern, and then you can make either like an insight or a some kind of other check, because those skills get woefully underused in combat. Like perception checks against invisibility, using your perception check on an invisible creature is a really good use of your action economy. So anyway, you lash out of this thing and it appears to be immune to poison, and unfortunately, because no poison damage was dealt, the way the spell reads, no healing is dealt. I'm so sorry.
That makes sense since she just threw it at Pon.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Now, if you were to hit Jean-Rel with it, you could heal Parn, because Jean-Rel is not immune to poison. You'll be fine, Jean-Rel. Just take it for me. The 1 HP goes so much farther for Parn. Okay, now it's a bonus action and an action. These things are already on their target, so let's pull up some more from the bottom of the depths. Token. Got it. Next one. Token is going to come up here and it's going to attach to Sage. Token. Dunk. And we go to Zenthar, as there are more and more. I mean, like my initiative order is just getting swamped with these tiny little tokens. At some point, I'm going to switch to the group initiative for them. But go ahead. You take your 1 piercing from the guy that is on you.
Yep. I think he's going to try and get the one off of him.
Mhm.
So I think he'll. I don't really know how you, I guess, sheath a hammer, unless there's just like a spot like on his waist where he just slides it down or something.
Yeah, I imagine you
don't
have like
know.
an open hook aperture of some kind, and you can drop like the haft of the hammer so the head sits nicely on the top, whereas the haft sits down nicely in like the open loop, so you can clip it in without having to like unsheath the whole fucking thing.
So he'll drop that in there, and then he'll pull out his quote-unquote reclaimed short sword.
Nice. Okay.
I do like that. That's pretty neat. And I think he's gonna try and like peel like to cut this thing off.
Yeah, you slide your short sword down the edge of your arm, like neatly plating, or down the edge of your leg, neatly like scraping over the plating. You slice this thing straight through it for 6 piercing. I don't know how I described it as slashing, but it now turns into piercing because so be it. Yeah, and you scrape off a large portion of this and you sling the blade and you kind of see it like scrape across the surface of the deck. But some of it does remain on you. Anything
That's fine.
else?
Yeah, he would first do this.
Yep, free to move.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna move his way over here. Towards next to the mast. I can't really see.
5, 10,
I
15,
think it's in between all 4 of
25.
us.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep. Okay, so you're like in the crowd. There's just, because remember that 1 token is 8 of them, so you guys are all like jam-packed in around this very center of this boat, away from the edges around the whole action sequence. I am at this point going to consolidate my my little ones. Can I grab that last one? Can't. Nice. Well, we'll do it this way. They're all there, but now they're all here. And as I need to, I'll just delete them off of that stack. But we all know they're on that crew member. Okay. Parn,
Jeez.
you do take 1 piercing as this thing is still on you. You have this big one staring at you. Join us.
Yeah, seeing the big guy in front of me, I'll look at him and smile and say, well, why don't we do this? I'm going to take a normal swing.
That's a hit. So close to a crit. For 8
No.
slashing.
And then kind of look around and see exactly what's going on and how I can help.
Yeah, you see the crew who are like they're wrapping these vine ropes that they've taken from the mangroves. They're wrapping those around the mast, and they stick a branch through that, and then they like turn that branch kind of like a tourniquet. So they're tourniqueting above and below the crossbow bolt that's going through the mast. Others of them are applying like a thick, sticky sap sort of in the splintering. So the crew are all focused on the mast itself. And then you look around and like the deck is just covered in this dog. Sorry, she's playing with her like loud ass dog toy here. So if it's distracting, let me know. I'll throw it across the house. Be the only time in her whole life that she's ever fetched. Bless her. Okay, yeah. So the rest of the crew are the rest of the team, rather like your friends, are fighting off these briny monsters. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to do. Again, there's the mast and then the combatants.
Okay.
That puts you down to three turns of rage, right?
Yes, sir.
She's not bothering nobody. She's a good mutt. Okay. One more of these things will come up from here and go bother Guchamog. If you haven't figured it out, they're just never ending. It's like the cuckoos in Legends of Zelda, or cuckoos, whatever they are. Like, yo, they never end. Don't hit them. Lorelai.
Seeing the persistence of the goo on the crew members, I'll just throw a flame at them as well.
Yeah, roll your...
And you just hear her going, sorry!
Right. Just take this really highly flammable... A little smoke of smoke goes up. Yeah, interestingly enough, you smoke one of these little things off of it, and you didn't roll high enough to hit the crew member. So in some weird form of world, it's the perfect thing. You hit the thing and you don't hit the crew member. So in a perfect world. Cool. Anything else?
Oh, I'm staying where I'm at.
I'm just gonna say there's so many of them around them that like that's how you hit them and not the crew member. It's like it was a really bad shot, but it was good enough. Thankfully, there were so many of them. I don't know why I keep trying. Just give up, Thomas. Give up. Can't. Okay, cool. There's 4. Good old Guchamog is gonna take 2 piercing. As he's like, oh, these things are really annoying, aren't they? 3 piercing. I didn't see that one was there. Oh, that's Centaur's. This is Centaur's friend and companion. Guchamog takes 2, and he's going to try to scrape them off of himself. So he's going to passes the AC on both of them, and I don't think he can do not enough damage to these things. Jeez. I sent you guys with a really beefy friend, I guess. Guchamog was meant to make sure that you don't get annihilated on your first mission. He would then go 5-10. No, he's gonna stay here because Sage has one on her. All of them are already on their quarries. This one will pop up over the edge right next to Phoenix. As you hear this sort of squelching join us as he pours himself over the edge towards you, Phoenix. And he will take 1 barnacle bite on you. But if 8 does not hit, just barely, and he will take a brine claw on you, and a 10 does hit, Phoenix. I'm looking at you, deciding on that silvery barbs. Nope. So you're going to take enough slashing, unfortunately, that Phoenix falls unconscious.
That doesn't take much.
It does not. It does not, in truth. As Phoenix goes down, as this thing is just like lingering over his body. Phoenix, can you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
No.
Okay. I think we actually already had Phoenix do this. Good. All right, Phoenix.
Yeah, that's about right.
Fantastic. You're right. You cannot make one. This thing having been attacked by Parn, you take a regular attack, correct, Parn? We'll do a barnacle bite. 17 does hit. It's looking grim. For 6 piercing, that is the standard 6 piercing, and then can make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't
wanna. Who did we? I'm sorry. Who has the Who has the?
I'm going to use my Bardic Inspiration, which I've been holding on to.
Lorelai, you're the only one that got the inspiration, the vote for inspiration. A couple people got a nominations, but you're the only one that got the vote for inspiration. So you have the session reroll. Nice. Sorry. So you're using what's the 1d6 for?
The Bardic
Inspiration.
The Lorelai gave me last week.
Excellent. So you pass. You feel a sickness rolling over you. Your very bones begin to ache. You feel a retching of your stomach coming back up in addition to your exhaustion. And that's when you realize, oh, it's just my exhaustion. Let me shake this off. It's just my exhaustion. That is the barnacle bite. And then for the brine claws, a 10 does not hit. Because you did not do a reckless attack this turn. John Rell will try to shove you out of the way, but you're too beefy, so he fails, and will instead go with the 2 short swords. I'm not even gonna roll opposing athletics. 18 for 5 piercing on this thing. As he's like, "Fix that mast now! We need to leave!" As this one, at the end of its turn, is going to make a con saving throw against... Oh no, you're unconscious. Is Tasha's Hideous Laughter a concentration spell?
I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know 100%.
Let's
I think so.
look it up.
I'll look.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter. My compendium is refusing to show it, so that's fun.
Yeah, mine too.
Here we go.
I'm like 90% sure it is concentration.
It is concentration up to a minute. So he is no longer. He is going to go right up behind this one, as you now have a boarding party of these things. They are waiting in line to get to your boat. He would have gone up the side of the ship because they're capable of that, but he was already right here. So, Phoenix, on your turn, why don't you roll us a death saving throw? I need to scroll down.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay. So mark that off on our cool little tracker on your sheet. 2 fingers, seeing Phoenix drop to the ground, is going to pick you up. And he's going to make his dexterity saving throw to see how much movement he has this turn. 14. He's going to pick you up and drag you. So 5. That's 10 because he's dragging you. And then this is an additional 20 because he's dragging you and moving through difficult terrain. So he's dragging you away from that thing. And I think he would have moved like that. So you are farther out of the combat. He's also going to take his 1 piercing damage. And he's going to take an attack of opportunity from that thing as he steps away from it. So...
Probably take the torch.
I don't think he would have. I think he would have just gone to move you. 10 does not hit 2 fingers. Cool. These things are already on their target. The crew members on this turn, they're all going to take 4 more piercing, and they're going to do 7 successful. So that is 23. Mast 23. Just tracking for myself. As more and more and more join the party, and it becomes dire that you're just being overwhelmed. Sage.
I'm gonna turn to General and be like, why can't we leave? Grandmother told me that if people are being mean to you, that you don't have to stay there and take it. Well, she said that that like you can't be mean because then people won't keep talking to you. But same thing, right?
If we leave now, we potentially could tear. As soon as we put the mast under wind, we could be torn in half, and then we'd be dead in the water.
Well, how do we fix the mast thing?
That's what they're doing. Just keep the things off of them while they do it.
Oh, okay.
Like,
are you dead? Just gonna yell at him. Does he not answer?
You're yelling at Parn?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she said barn.
No.
I'm not doing too well. I think I'm about to fall down.
That's the calmest rage I've ever heard.
I think Phoenix is like dead, but not dead, and I think he's the only one that knows how to make him like undead. I'm gonna like walk forward, and I'm gonna. Can I walk through Zensar?
So
no?
you can go through allies. The green stuff is difficult terrain, so every 5 feet is 10 feet instead.
Can I get close enough within touching distance of Phoenix?
Phoenix?
Yeah.
So you could go 5, 10, 15, 25. Yeah, you can get there.
Okay. And I'm gonna be like, Phoenix! I'll reach over and I'll like shake his shoulder a little bit. And cast Spare the Dying on him.
Nice.
It just looks like anything. It just looks like when you're like, hey, are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? But it's like, she's like, Phoenix.
Phoenix becomes stable. No longer making death saving throws on their turn. Cool.
And then I'll turn to the dudes. I'll turn to the dudes fixing the mask and be like, you're doing a good job, but you can probably do a better job.
Thanks.
And that's my
Oh, you had a reefling swarm on you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw? Because if you fail, you won't have enough speed to get to Phoenix.
Well, I don't want to fail.
Good. Don't fail.
Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Hey! Yeah, you're totally fine. It's as if you're unbothered by them at all.
I feel like I would like to argue that I should shake one off. Like, Phoenix and it falls off. Like.
You know what? It is a crit. We'll just have it fall off and then go on its turn. It'll jump on Lorelei because she's right there.
Winning.
Winning. Thanks, bestie.
She's dumb. She wouldn't know. I'm sorry, babe. She has no idea though.
Zenthar.
Okay. I'm guessing a little dude's still on.
He is.
Underneath.
Sorry. When it brings you to the front, it's hard to see them.
Yeah, you're good. To make sure. Okay. I think what he wants to do is step at an angle. I guess kind of sidestep. I don't know if it really makes matter.
So you are at half speed, as the DC is 10 for these things. So you can still move. It's just at half speed.
He's just gonna move just a little bit.
Perfect.
And he wants to swing at this Aquaman himself. So I guess attempting to try and take this little infection thingy off. He realizes it's not working too well, so he's like, you know what? Sheathes the sword, unclicks his hammer back out, and he's just gonna swing for this guy.
The hell with it, right? Yeah. Yeah. 7.
Or not.
7 is not a hit. It's like the fumbling of like, what do I? Oh, I'm normally so determined and headstrong about it. and you aren't able to land a square hit on this thing. Or maybe it's because you're fighting over the edge of Parn. I'm not sure. Why do you think he can't hit?
I feel like the sludge on the ground probably isn't helping, to where maybe he just went to go for the good, I guess like a side swing from, I guess, like his left around, and I guess slid a little too hard into the stuff, or
Yeah,
maybe it caught him a little too hard, something.
yeah, that makes sense. Parn.
I go down. I have one on me and I only have 1 HP.
Parn drops. His rage subsides. I didn't think of that one piercing would be substantial in the slightest, but this many rounds in, it is. All right. Parn goes down to 0 HP. Lorelei.
About now, Lorelai's feeling really, really bad that she touched things.
No one remembers that. Come on.
Yeah, well, her flowers turn pink anyways. But she did hear Jean-Rel say, keep the goo off the crew, so she's just gonna keep throwing flame at the crew. Well, the goo.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, of course, you burn one of these things off. Unfortunately, it does hit one of the crew members as well. Can I get you to roll the damage? 3. Not enough to kill anybody.
Since this thing here is down a set of stairs, would I be able to move without it getting an attack of opportunity?
Yes. You are considered to have like cover from the thing because it is below you.
Okay. I want to take a step back towards Mr. Gucci.
Nice. Mr. Gucci.
And I need to take a point of damage, right? Because that thing's on me.
It is on you at the beginning of your turn, so you do take a point of damage. You only moved 5 feet, so you don't need to worry about the dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
As you're becoming more accustomed to that mechanic. Guchmog, seeing this thing on you, is just going to like take his hands and like this way, like you squeegee yourself off after a shower. He's gonna like squeegee off your legs, I only say that because when he does his attack, it pretty much guarantees that they die. So he's going to squeegee this thing off of you, and then run down here and step between this thing and the rest of the crew and take his second attack on it. 28 hits for 27. So he's a decent fighter. Just decent, above average. This thing is already on its target. This thing is already on its target. This thing will then go to hit Guchmog for the barnacle bite. It does hit Guchmog with the barnacle bite for 8 piercing. Guchmog needs to make the save. That so many people have made so far. He passes with flying colors, and then is going to do a brine claw on him as well. I said it's going to do a brine claw on him as well. That does not hit. This one is already on its target. Oh no, Parn is down, so it's going to stay on Parn, because Parn, you're not dead, you're just down. This one is going to clamber up over here. And the closest we're going to see is Jean-Rel, so we will climb up on Jean-Rel. This one sees that Parn is down, but guess what, guys? The zombie doesn't care. Parn, you're going to take a barnacle bite. A 9 misses. Oh, you're down. It has advantage.
No.
To do yourself a favor, I'm not gonna reveal. Just go look. It's a 6. Okay. It misses you. It tries its darndest and it misses you. And then it goes to the brine claw. That one's a crit, so it's going to hit you with a crit. Fortunately, well, unfortunately, if you're playing with the lingering injuries, you're going to take 14 plus 6, so 20, plus 6, so 26, plus 6, so 32 damage. You can make your Constitution saving throw if you want to play with the lingering injury, and then you take.
I only need to make
Did
it
you
if I
just
come back.
annihilate his character?
No, make it right now.
Oh no.
What's up? So, again, subtract 26.
Are you dead now?
Subtract that from 26, and then that'll give you your lingering injury score, and then you can click that button and type it in there.
What kind of damage?
It would have been necrotic. Would have been the ultimate. You took piercing to go down, and then you took necrotic. Would have been the final damage there. So, there you go. That's that with your lingering injury score. And then no matter what, you do take 1 death saving throw fail because you were attacked by a creature while you were down.
But it was a crit, so isn't it 2?
Unconscious rules. Combat, falling unconscious, damage and healing, falling unconscious, damage and healing. Let's see. I just gave myself like chest pressure, just like an unhealthy like. What's gonna happen? Chest hurts thinking about it.
And I rolled everything, but nothing popped up for me. I don't know.
Oh no way. Where? In Roll20?
Yeah, I put in the damage that was left over.
Oh, I wonder if it only whispered it to me and it didn't go to you. I'll have to fix that in the macro. In the meantime,
yeah, if you just want to message me.
Yeah, I will. Let's send you this screenshot. Sorry, hold please. Paste, send. Okay. And then death saving throws. Damage at 0. If you damage from a critical, you suffer 2 failures instead. And he still has a brine, a reefling swarm on him. Jesus. Sorry. Potty training timer check. So, God, that's such a good moment, but it's only an hour and 15 and we can't stop. My wife did the check, so it's fine. Parn looks bad. Metagaming, Parn has 2 failures, and on his turn, he will get another. Jean-Rel sees all of this and looks at the crew, and he's like, hoist sail! We're going! We can't take this anymore. We'll fix the mast halfway if we have to. We have the supplies, so he'll run over. He's going to calls out for them to drop the sail or to hoist the sail. I don't know, drop, hoist, set sail, whatever. If you're a sailor, let me know because I'm not. And he will. Man, he's just gonna take 2 short swords on the thing on you, Parn. 18 and 15 both hit the one on you, and he does 6 and 8 damage to it, which is just enough to explode the thing, coating the deck in more of this goo. But you are no longer at risk of dying on your turn unless you fail your own death saving throw. So the risks, the tension is high, but not automatic. This thing having a clean path will
bring it.
I think it's gonna go. Well, like this thing is kind of on you at this point. I don't think this one would. Yeah, it's gonna run past you because it has other things that it can eat who are also healthy, i.e., Zenthar. So it's gonna go for Zenthar. So a brine claw and a barnacle bite. The claws were a 20 to hit, and the barnacle bite was an 18. So both of which hit. Oh, not good. I'm gonna turn. Sorry, 1 second. Now that the ability is claws
To Zenthar, right?
to Zenthar, that's correct. So you can take 7 slashing and 6 necrotic, and then the bite I'm not going to reveal yet because I don't want to give away the second effect. So it's just 3 piercing from the bite and a Constitution saving throw. Oh, Parn, even though you're down, make that Constitution saving throw for me. Because you still could, your body could still resist the second effect here.
It's poison though, so I get advantage.
Oh, good. It is a
#dwarf.
You pass Zenthar and you pass Parn. Excellent. Phoenix, you are stable. Why don't you roll a death saving throw? If you roll a 20, we'll still let you pop up. But you can't fail yours. You can only succeed now. 7. Nope. You're still stable, still not rolling death saving throws. Two Fingers sees the disaster that's going on, is going to take out a flask, pour it in Phoenix's mouth, and then without even waiting for it to like finish, is going to run over here and stand between this thing and Sage. Yeah, he's going to do his best to aid your crew here. These ones, because you are underway, cannot climb on. So you are left with just, I know you guys wanted more of these things, but you're left with only the ones that are already on board. Sorry.
Oh no.
I know, right? It's tragic. It's tragic,
So
tragic. Don't worry, I'll find a way to still torment you. The crew, on their turn, there are still 3 of these here. So the one more crew member is going to die from the attacks here. So there are now 6 of them. We're just going to take this one up here and get rid of him so I can track it later. Sorry, bookkeeping out loud. However, there are still 6 of them, and the mast is 1 point away from being fully healed. So they get this thing underway as you clear the dock. I'm going to take your boat. Can I do this? Is this going to work? I think it's going to through the whole.
Just leave that guy at the bottom.
If I move this, the whole thing's going to get screwed up. So we're going to do it anyways. I regret everything I just did. But I take you guys and put you right.
You should be able to
Here.
just copy all, yeah, and do that.
And then I need to, but I got the slimes in the wrong places too. Ah, shame. Yep, it's gone. I've made a horrible mistake. Thankfully, you guys aren't moving too much, so the slime effect, like the difficult terrain effect, didn't do much to you. Cool. With that, where this is already on its foe, this is already on its foe, this is going to go to its new foe, who is Zenthar, because he's the one moving the most. Cool. Beginning of the round. Sage, you are not unconscious and not dying, and you have many friends who are both.
I have more than one?
You have many friends who are both unconscious and dying.
Oh my god. You guys, she's just like, oh goodness. Can I go like, can I like hover next to Zenthar and like reach around him to try and take Parn?
Yeah, so these things, remember, this stack of tokens here is like an amalgamation. There's actually a whole crowd of people on this boat, but it's just super freaking complicated, and I don't want to slow you down by doing that. So you could get right up next to him.
Yeah, in this creepy thing.
Yeah, you're totally, yeah, if you're comfortable running right next to that, it's okay.
Does touch have to be within 5 feet?
It does, unless you have a familiar that you can cast touch through. Some wizards can do that. I think some druids can do it.
Can Barn do that? I didn't want to get him hurt.
I was gonna say, so as a DM rule for me, you can use your familiar for whatever you want, but the moment that it becomes advantageous, he becomes a target. So
no, he's just a baby.
It's the Fred Armisen. I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby.
I don't have any money.
That was oddly good. Okay. I will walk over to him, like shake him. You're like, Parn! And cast. Get up! There's these gross things everywhere.
Parn.
I usually like it. They're supposed to be likable. Like she's actually not having a good time, you guys.
What is that?
Oh, really?
I'm like legit not having a good time right now. What is that meme?
I usually like lichen. They're just like a really good shade of green, and this is a terrible shade. Ah! Get off!
You do take 1 piercing damage from the one that's on your body at the beginning of your turn.
And then, am I able to like keep walking like to the other side, like on the other side of Zenthar?
You are.
Like
It would.
But
attack
once
you.
in this campaign, you've already taken an attack of opportunity from something by walking away from it. You will take another one here.
she can't just like twirl away.
Technically, no.
Hold on a second.
Unless you take an action to disengage.
Can she take a bonus action? She sure can't. She sure fucking can't. You know what she's gonna do?
I don't know. Please tell me.
Harn. She just like shakes them, and then she twirls in the air and casts Misty Step.
Yo.
Zenthar.
Misty Step.
Left.
I'm going home.
Nice. All right.
And I think I only.
How do
get
you have
one.
2nd level spell slots already?
I get it because of who I am,
Oh,
and I can only use it once a day.
Yes, you do. All right.
That is how we learned that Sage has never gotten beaten up, even though she should have.
I'm so fascinated by this. Yes, I forgot. With your fate touched, perfect. Brilliant.
Okay. But her Misty stuff is just like angry, like twirling. Like
Cleaning up this for you so we can see this easier.
I would just move behind Zenthar.
Okay. Just reading. Excellent. Okay. We get that taken care of. As you boop, do you have any idea where you want to boop out to?
Yeah, I'm literally just walking 5 feet back behind Zenthar next to the masked
Nice.
people. Like I'm sticking in a group. And it's like she's just
Perfect.
get up, Parn. Like what is
I imagine you shaking
So-
Parn so hard he now has like trauma in the back of his head against like, get up, slam, smack. Okay.
in their defense, like I'm pretty sure that the entire group has some sort of trauma from listening to Sage the entire time, so it's fine.
They're just getting what they deserve. Okay, cool. Those are already on their target. Zenthar with very low health.
Actually, with no health.
Oh,
Oh my god. Right.
these things are vicious. Excellent. Okay.
This is Sage, like when she's like
Excuse me, may I step around you? Sure.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just.
like passed out. She's just like
It's a bad time. It's a bad time, Parn. You're unconscious, but you're not dying because you have nothing on you.
Stabilized.
And Spare the Dying has saved your life.
So I will come back in 2 hours.
In 2 hours, you'll wake up. Don't worry. You still have a target on top of you. Like, Spare the Dying reset your saving throws, but has not resolved the problem. Lorelei, it's grim. You hear the voices ringing. Confirm safety. Prove prudence. You're grounded. Cholt is not Silvery Moon. You're coming home now.
And Sage going, I'm not having a good time.
I'm like totally not having fun right now. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Actually, for the first time in her life, Lorelai's gonna utter a curse word.
We did it. We did it.
Fuck.
Wrap it up.
And she's gonna do the only thing
Wait,
she
what
thinks
is
is working right now. Oh, she said fuck.
I have a favorite curse word.
To be like, oh, fish sticks.
Oh, flowers. No.
Oh, Sorry.
She's
that
gonna
Yeah.
send a produce flame at the zombie that's standing over Parn and Zenthar and hope for the best.
Yeah. Roll to hit. 21 is a convincing hit. Roll your damage. As it like
Damn, Laura.
kind of like loses its footing. It like looks up over Parn, seeing that like Parn's not moving, and it looks at the flame like as it like looks at you angrily, bearer of the flame.
And she's gonna utter her second curse word. Shit.
You have increased your curse word vocabulary by 1,000,000 infinity% today. Cool. Gutmog sees that the one behind him is bad, but the one down here is worse, and everything is awful. Everything is awful. He's going to take an attack of opportunity. No, he doesn't have to. He's just going to stand here, turn around, hit the one in the middle of the ship twice. 14 is a hit, as is 26. So he's going to do a whole bunch of damage to this thing. And not enough to kill it outright. As he hits it, again, it's like hitting wet sand or wet something. It just seems to, the blade does not travel cleanly through as he expected. It's his whole turn. This thing, as Zenthar is not dead, they're going to stay on him and continually push further into his skin. This one is going to attack Guchamog with a claw and a bite. The claws and the bite both hit. The claws do 13 damage, and the bite does 4. And Guchamog needs to make a con saving throw. He passes with flying colors. This one is already on its target. This one, as mentioned, goes towards the light bringer. So, it will go to this square here, and will attempt to bite Lorelai. So, Brine Claw. Brine Claw. A 9 doesn't hit. Barnacle Bite does hit. Can I get you to make a Constitution saving throw?
I mean, I guess you asked so nicely.
Oh, good. See it?
Oh no.
Oh, good. See? Brilliant. All right, you take 9 piercing from the Barnacle Bite.
Mm-hmm.
As we hear Lorelai also collapse to the deck.
Oh no, I still have hit points.
Oh, good. Fantastic. Good.
Not for long.
But you do gain that other thing. Now, shame on me for not writing it down. I'm going to start writing it down now. Oh man, I don't have a good way of tracking this. We'll just use this one. Yeah. Who else? Does anybody remember if they have failed that con saving throw in this combat? I know Phoenix has. I don't know anybody else.
I don't know if a 14.
14 does pass.
Okay.
I have passed all of them now.
I am the opposite of fail. In that
Good.
one thing only.
Good.
One thing.
Fantastic. Okay, good. I feel like maybe 2 fingers or Jean-Rel failed last time, but it doesn't matter. Jean-Rel, at the beginning of his turn, is going to take 1 point of piercing, and he is going to selflessly go after the thing that is attacking Lorelai. Oops, wrong person. So 1 and 2. No. he sees the danger down here. God, he's got so many bad things going on. He can't finish his turn there. God, his hands are tied. He's gonna go for the thing attacking Lorelei. 1 and 2. 6 and 16. 16 hits, 6 misses. So he's going to deal some piercing damage to this thing. I don't know where his torch is. I can't see the torches anymore.
They probably got left when you moved it.
I think they're under some tokens. This one is going to go after Guchamog. Thankfully, Guchamog is... No, Guchamog's a hard target to hit. It's going to go after these yummy, tasty crew members. Claws and bite. It's going to kill one crew member outright, and the second one as it slashes through 2 crew members here. The crew is getting very thin. Phoenix, still unconscious. Roll that death saving throw to see if you can pop back up.
Did he get hit after I saved him?
He did not, but if he rolls a 20, I'm going to let him come back. I just don't want him to feel like he's completely helpless. It is getting worse. It is going down. 2 fingers. I think he gave you a health potion earlier, didn't he? We never rolled.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, sorry. 2d4 plus 4 plus 4. So you can have 11 hit points before the start of your turn. Phoenix. Oh, you don't even have 11 total hit points.
I was going to say, I would take that many.
Nice. Phoenix, you come back at full health. I don't know what your full health is, but it is full.
Less than 11, so... Alright, I guess so.
Malcolm, you look stunned.
That's like a quarter of my total.
Well, he's not a barbarian.
Didn't seem to matter either way.
I'm not either.
All right, Phoenix.
If I can find a torch, if there's one nearby, I'll try to grab one again.
Yeah, so there is one here. There should be one here. And there is one, let's see, here. So there's one immediately next to you.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the one that's closest, and... Guess we'll go burn some little things up.
Little barnacles. The closest ones to you are all around Zenthar.
Yeah.
There are some on the crew. Like there's a whole swarm of them here on the crew.
Yeah, I think I'll try going for those ones first, just to
on the
try
crew.
and get rid of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. You run over there. Roll your 1d4. 3. Yeah, so you burn off a large number of these things. Unfortunately, one of the crew members does take 3 damage. I'm going to get these things off of them and move them up here. I'm going to give 3 damage out. It's not enough to kill anybody, but it is enough to kill one of these one of the swarms on them. Cool. Anything else? You've got this fire. You're waving this torch around next to them.
Yeah, at this point, he's just really holding the torch nearby in case someone needs it.
Quick, run your hands through this fire. Hard pass. 2 fingers on his turn. So take some damage. Sees that Parn and Zenthar are both down. He is going to run away from this thing here. It does not take an attack of opportunity. Not going to mention why. And he is going to clear off some of these things. He's carrying this little thing around with him, but he's going to clear off one of these things from the crew member. The crew, on their turn, are going to take 2 damage because there are 2 on them. I don't know why it's up to... We're down to 4. Down to 5 crew members. Oops. Sorry, everybody. Pardon me. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm so bad at counting with numbers that are smaller than one hand. Wow. There's no excuse. Those are already on their target. They don't need to move. Already on the target. This one is on Zenthar, already on its target. Sage, you're the only thing between Zenthar and starting making more death saving throws. He has 2 of. Wow, that was a very slow blink. I was like,
I just like. She's actually quiet. She's just staring at Zenthar, and she's like, "Then, harm, guys." And I'll pat in my pocket, and I have a bunch of potions. I feel like one of them's got to do with some sort of healing that I know how to make. Would one perhaps be your sister root drought?
yeah, you have a lot of potions. So
Yeah.
the sister root drought. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like pawn Zen and like pat my pocket and pull it out and stop it, just pour it in his mouth.
Yeah, it's like this awkward. You found this what's called the sister root, right? And it's one plant that it's one root system, one root bulb that grows into 2 different stalks. And like you cut the top off of both of it and you hollow it out very carefully. So it's like it's a stoppered potion with 2 drink spouts. And with them being close enough together, I think you could put it into both of their mouths. Because that is how this potion is designed.
Champagning it. Like,
Yeah.
We need to get off the boat.
That's what these guys were trying to do. They were trying to get you off the boat. All you had to do was just join them and they would have taken you off the boat. Okay, roll your 1d4 plus 2 HP. And you both gain an additional 2 in addition to whatever she rolls. So you both gain 6 HP from this potion. It tastes, so when you come to, it tastes like drinking matcha, moringa, spirulina, mud,
Spinach.
like boiled spinach. Yeah, it's like it's very earthy. It's very earth forward. And plant aftertaste. It's awful. It tastes like drinking moringa. If you're into that, then just go home. I don't know what to tell you. I have my
For a
feelings.
good time, I had that kombucha aftertaste. You know, like when you finish it, that little like grossness at the bottom.
Yeah, like, oh, why did I do that? There's no reason. Nobody was paying me to do that. Worse, I paid for it. Yeah, exactly. Okay, you both come back with 6 HP as Sage unstoppers this vile potion, but it's enough to.
Oh. And definitely crying and throwing a fit. Like, just get off. I want the boat. I'm
Nice.
so sorry. There's no
Zenthar,
friend.
at the beginning of your turn, you take 2 piercing from the things that are still on your legs. So, thank goodness you had that special potion from Sage, because that gave you an extra 2 healing because you drank it with Parn.
Hell, you know.
I didn't plan it that way, but it worked out pretty nice.
So I'm seeing this dude. Okay, he's not prone. No.
No, he was just looking. He was
okay.
screaming at the crew next to him. He's attacking them. This one's attacking Lorelei.
He's gonna strike at this one. Well, after he stands up.
Yeah. Even
He's
if
gonna
you,
struggle
yeah,
as he's getting up.
even if you decided to, even if you fail the dex save, you can still stand up because it's only half your movement. So go ahead and make your attack at this guy.
He's gonna take a breath from that for a moment. And he's gonna swing.
Swing, bada, 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 bada. Swing 8. Gosh, it's just not enough. I don't know. Like your rolls have been atrocious. 3.
They are terrible.
Get it terrible. Get it all out. I'm gonna give you the Lorelei treatment. The next time you roll, you can decide, or the Bex treatment. You can decide if you want to take the roll you get or 20 minus the roll you get. You can call it out, but if you roll a 19, that's on you. But I extend that roll to Bex. I've never made that rule known, but if you want to, Bex, if you can't roll above a 5 all session, you could say I'm doing it upside down and roll 20 minus your roll, and the dice
then you're gonna roll
gods,
good.
yeah, then you roll well. So the dice gods giveth and the dice gods taketh away. Parn, at the beginning of your turn, you are prone but not dying.
He'll open his eyes and like take a second to see where he's at and realize that shit is still going down. He'll sigh and roll over and stand up and try and take a swing at the dude in front of him.
Yeah. Every breath comes at like a pained, like when you go for a run in the cold and you can feel the lining of your lungs.
Yeah. He's also going to dig deep and go into a rage.
Do it, yeah.
And he's really, really pissed off. He was in the middle of a wonderful sleep. He's going to make this reckless.
I forgot that this whole thing.
Yes!
Oof. That's a good one. So for you, the crunchy crits, that's a 19 plus 2. Yeah.
No, it's already on there.
Yeah, exactly. So 19 and then the 2 of the 2 rage damage. This thing is like tearing out and lunging at the crew members, and like you chop its arms off as it's reaching towards the crew members, and it looks at you and like just slowly collapses to the ground, having nothing to like hold on to its prey anymore. It bites as it goes down, and it is dead.
Will you let me pick up that torch as a free action?
Heck yeah. So it's an object. You can pick up the torch.
I will pick it up so that we can finally get those things off of YTtR. He'll just...
Yeah, and it's like peak COVID, like phlegmy cough. COVID was much more a dry cough for me, to be honest. Lorelei.
Okay, as my bonus action, I'm going to drink my last healing potion.
Nice. Good choice.
So I get... Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Look at you, rocking the almost full health. Oh no, the full health.
No, I'm not there. Closer. And then I'm just gonna take a deep breath, and I'm gonna try to hit this thing with my rapier.
Sorry, I realized this whole time that your character token is not tied to your HP. It's just a static number, which is why
mine isn't tied either, I don't think.
Oh, nice. Did I get all of your tokens? Nope. Parn is, YTtR is...
I put mine to 0 like manually in the sheet. It's just not updating with it.
Nice. There may be something wrong with the tokens then. Okay. Rapier hits. Pya! Pya! As you poke, this thing lunges towards you. Its mouth is agape. Its jaws kind of barely holding on slack, and you just run your rapier through the back of its throat. It's like... It comes, running at you afterwards. Oh, nice. I made a horrible mistake. Cool. I'm going to drop the cameras for a second. Cool. Huzzah! Goochmog sees that this there's a problem over here with this one all by itself, so he's gonna turn around, wheel around, and whack it twice. 19 and 27 are both hits. So he's going to deal a whole bunch of damage to this thing. And some more damage to it. This one is already on its target. This one is going to attack Guchamug. Brine Claw. Barnacle Bite.
My goodness.
11. Guchamug's going to take 11 HP down. And does not need to make the save because it was Claw that hit him. This one's already on Jean-Rel. This one is still bearing down at the light bearer because it's not smart enough to change target. So Claws. 8 doesn't hit. 8 doesn't hit. And then the bite. Let's see. We'll roll publicly. And then we'll do the effect afterwards. 14 is a hit. As you take 5 piercing from the bite. You know what? I don't need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Lorelei. Don't worry about it. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my black, corrupted heart, don't worry about it. Cool.
Sure.
Sure. Cool. Jean-Rel will take 1 point of damage and then make 2 short sword attacks. Man, Jean-Rel, go get the torch. You're useless. This thing is dead, so it doesn't get a turn. Phoenix.
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna burn the rest of these little things here.
Yeah, roll 1d4. 4.
Really? Now we roll a 4.
Nice. Well, you do burn one of these things. Unfortunately, you also burn just enough for one of the crew members to succumb to their burns. As there is just not very many crew members. Okay. 2 fingers. We're just gonna keep going because he's gonna pick up the extra torch that's somewhere in there. Run past Guchamog and jab it into the face of this thing twice because he has 2 attacks. So 1d4. Sorry, 2d4. And now that it sees him as a second light bringer, he is going to. It turns and looks at him because he's the more recent light bringer, keeping Lorelei out of the target there. These things are going to take 2 piercing. And the boat is officially underway. So we're on this map still, but your boat, like, they would have unfurled the sails and like turned the rudder immediately, and it's like as the sails pop with wind, the mast kind of has a sickening like. Then it holds on as it almost snaps as you get under full wind of force here, and then the crew will begin helping with some of the invaders. 1, 2, 3, already there. Sage, as we approach our, it was 13th round of combat. I don't normally run 13 round combats, y'all.
Yeah, we're normally dead by then.
Wow, you're not wrong. I do normally kill you by 13. Hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, Sage, your turn.
I usually look insane, like, you know, just like all messy and stuff. But I just feel like it's the worst I've ever looked, with like, kind of like dirt streaked down, the lichen stuff just streaking down her face. And there's just the one guy between 2 fingers and Jean-Rel, right? No, there's
one
also
here,
one.
One here, and then 2 of them on Zenthar, and 2 of them on the crew.
The big creepy dudes.
Yep, just 2 of those ones.
Yeah, because the one between Parn and Guchamog is dead, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So she just like looks haggard, and just like kind of lifts her hands up like a little bit and points at the one next to Guchamog, and she's like, "You're not a good friend," and cast the word of radiance on that dude over there.
Yeah, you're not a good friend. Friend is totally your command word. Like,
yeah. But not even. They're just kind of whispering it, like.
I don't know if Sage would have any spell slots left. I feel like that's the 4th level 1
Word of
spell
Radiance.
that she's used?
It's not a level 1
a
spell.
cantrip.
Word of Radiance is a
Oh.
cantrip.
My bad.
Yeah, put your foot in your mouth.
Sit
Yeah,
down.
you know what?
Yeah.
It's time to get up. She's kind of like drunk with like overwhelming, like just like you're not a good friend. And then she points to Parn. She's like, "Get up, Parn." Even though you're up.
Stop dying, Parn. Yeah, perfect.
I've only gone down the one time.
I want. Can we please not vote for like a minute? Just a minute.
Nice. Well, as you light that thing up in radiance, we see like all the wounds that it's taken begin glowing. And in like a very the glowy locust from Gears of War 2, the lambent, if you know it. Incendiary. They just explode outwards from the inside as they shower the area with not the pokey brine, but just blood and guts. Cool.
I feel like I would see that and be like, oh, pretty.
so pretty. This is how Sage becomes Morrigan. Like this is your villain story. Okay. Zenthar, at the start of your turn, you take 2 piercing as you are still being bothered by 2 of these things.
Yeah.
I do have my torch right there that you could rub up against.
It might kill him.
Yeah. Instead, I will use my bonus action to second wind.
Oh, nice.
1d10 plus my fighter level, which is 2.
It's another reveal.
Roll a 10.
That you were a fighter.
Oh, hey, that's pretty decent.
Not bad.
So 11 points.
11 points. Is that everybody? No, we still don't know what Fenix truly is. We know Parn. We know
Crazy.
Lorelei. We know that you're crazy. We know Sage now. We just figured out Zenthar. And
No, he did action surge last week.
oh, he did. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not a very good note taker, to be honest. But cool. Anything else? That's your bonus action to action surge. Action
The
surge.
bonk is my action.
The bonk.
Second wind.
Oh yeah, there you go. A bonk. 16 is a hit as you run up behind this thing. And for our sake, it is technically flanked in our campaign. So it's really an 18 to hit. But yeah, bonk. You hit this thing. It is lingering like very slightly. It is almost dead, but it is a lingerer. Parn. With your rage coursing.
That's as far. Or there's still the slime on the deck, isn't there?
It's fine.
Technically?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I will wheeze my way over, coughing the entire time. Push through the pain and take a swing at this god awful thing.
That's a hit. Yes. As you like run past this thing, and you get in front of it, what is it? How do you get rid of the very last one? Tell us the tale of your execution of this thing.
I literally just split it in half and let my axe like fall to the ground and like kind of lean up against it and look at what I need to try and attack next.
Yeah, you run up to this thing. You kind of like shoulder past it. It kind of stumbles across because it's not really looking at you. It's looking at Two Fingers and Lorelei. You run across. It then sees you as you're the one that's moving so much, and you cut it in half. And like you try to stand up afterwards, and we just see Parn like, you cut it in half and fall face first into its pile of viscera as you're like just completely exhausted. So we now have like it's cut in half, and you're laying there like, oh, what a nice bed of soft sea scum that I can sleep in. Thematically, mechanically, you're not there. You're still doing your thing. Okay. Lorelei. There are only the littlies left. It's just a matter of can we get rid of them before they get rid of how many of your crew?
Well, yeah, I'll just throw another produce flame down in there and see what happens. Hope for the best.
Look out! Yeah, that's enough to hit one of these things. Roll for damagios. Sorry, roll for a 1d4 to see how much damage you do. 2. That's fine. You rolled a 2 on an 8, so that's fine. Are you going for the one on the crew or the one on Zenthar?
Zenthar's closer.
Zenthar, you take 2 fire damage, but she gets rid of one of these things from your side. So you are cleared from the damage, or from the infection of that one. Gutamag will use his action to scrape off another one, and just by means of sheer numbers, you guys are able to clear out the crew. The rest of this, there's only one left, so we're just gonna fast forward through that execution as you guys are left on this ship with 3 of the original 8 crew members. I think it was 3 of the original 8 crew members, and a really rough night as you sail out of the coast back into the waters. How long is it before somebody... Who's the first one to break the silence after this?
What happened? I was asleep and then they were everywhere.
I wonder. Want to explain that, Lorelei?
Well, you know, curiosity just got the best of me. It was glowing, but it was like doing a different kind of glowing than like normal algae, and so then I might have touched it a little. That's all.
What?
You know, curiosity. Want to learn things.
Yeah, that's why you're the smart one. If I would just like run to John Rao and like hug him. I don't know if he would want to. I would try anyway. And just like, I'm so sorry your friends died. And then I would flip like from him over to Parn and like be like, I'm so sorry you almost like died.
Yeah, and John Rell is like, it's tragic, but such is the sailor's life. We lose crew all the time. I am sorry that as passengers on our vessel, you were brought into such danger. That is unbecoming of me as a captain.
I don't think you should take this on yourself. I mean, as I said, I touched it.
Yeah, she caused it. She should take the blame.
Yeah, oh, like I don't think we're boat people.
No, you are not. You are not boat people. I don't mean that in any sort of insulting way. Truly, you're just not boat people.
Yeah.
But you're incredibly capable people. Listen, why don't we get back out into open water? It's going to take us some time to find our bearings, set a course, and then head towards Fort Beluarian. We don't really need a full crew now that we're going. Why don't you take a rest, find a comfortable place? You earned your rest. The three
How
remaining
about
crew
when-
and I can handle
Wow.
this.
Where the boats are uncomfortable. Lorelai, boats are uncomfortable. What is he talking about? Did he drink the juice that comes, with the fermented berries?
No, we have to finish the journey, but we'll be off the boat soon.
Yeah. Okay. She would just like push my stuff up against like the wall, like pull out my pack, lay it down, and like turn around 3 times. Do the whole thing where dogs like late. And we're like, okay, I'll do that.
Harn starts to walk and he stops and he coughs ridiculously hard and coughs up blood and then finally starts to walk. And you can he's wheezing as he's walking.
Harn, I thought you weren't dead. Are you dying?
I don't rightly know. He'll find the nearest wall he can and lay up against it.
I would like cover you with a little bit of. I imagine you're like next to mine. I would just like cover you with a little bit of my blanket.
Yeah, like somebody with like severe asthma as he's sleeping is just.
Yeah, Lorelai's gonna go to a corner away from everybody, and her flowers are just going to town. They're pink and they're like a really deep shade of blue, and she is just crying her eyes out, but trying so hard not to be heard. And like literally like a kid in timeout facing the wall, like she is just devastated and embarrassed. And like her shoulders, like she's shaking, like yeah. So
What about the rest of you?
Hold up, I'm just thinking of who I should stalk. Hang out with.
Well, Zinthar is gonna go down below, and he's going to go into his trance. I think is what it's called.
Yep, that is what it's called.
Like not even shortly after the battle, he's just gonna go straight down, straight there to it.
Yeah, that makes sense, and like that's Jean-Rel expects it because that's what he told you guys to do. He told you to go rest. So when you go downstairs, he's like doesn't even wish you a happy rest. He just immediately goes to the crew and he's like, "All right, I need one on the rudder, one, and both the other two of you on the sails, and I will help." And so he like runs down, and him and Two Fingers, they have one up on the back, manning the helm. Two on the sails, and then Two Fingers and Jean-Rel are helping as well, leaving the rest of you to kind of have free reign of the ship. Guchamog offers to help them, and they're like, we again in open waters, we really don't need help. Oh, okay. I'll he sees Lorelai weeping, and he's like, nope. Sees Parn like coughing up blood, and he's like, nope. At that moment, Zenthar walks past and goes downstairs, and he's like, nope. And turns, and Phoenix is like, whoop. Nope. Crazy woman, wild woman, where are you at? He's like looking for Sage, not engaging with all of the other. You're the least crazy one. So Guchamog will come over and hang out with Sage, and he's like, I'm with you. I don't like boats, never have, and I definitely don't like them now.
Yeah, I think we're doing the napping thing. Do you need a blanket?
Oh, Yeah, I actually have one down. With the rest of my things in the bottom. I'll go. I saw that I saw the elf went down there, the drow. So I'll just go down there and find a bunk. Good night.
There's bunk. What's a bunk?
Place to sleep. It's a hammock. I'll go find a hammock, and he'll go downstairs and along with Zinthar and go like grab rest.
I like whispered Parn, be like, Parn, are you supposed to be in a bunk? I think I would like get up and like drag him downstairs then because
You wouldn't be able to move me.
I'll
hear you, and this is good. Just leave me.
You're exhausted and coughing blood. Meanwhile, yeah,
I would cast Spare the Dying.
you'll be fine. Have some Spare the Dying.
I'm gonna try and drag him though. I would drag Parn downstairs.
I really don't think you can move me. I weigh like 250 pounds of stone.
The power of friendship.
Take that. Yeah, the power of Christ compels you.
Does it though? Does it? It's not very compelling. It's not from a movie.
Yeah. I want to see, what is it, an athletics check? Did it work?
No. You throw your back
That
out.
one.
You throw your back out. And you're like cramped and uncomfortable from trying to lift him. You now realize that it'd be so much better to sleep next to him because there's no way that you could stand up erect anymore. Like your back is toast.
Yeah. I think just died. I was like, Parn, get up, and then I just fell over, and I was like, no, we can just sleep here and then pass out. Like,
nice. Well, it sounds like Fenix, you're the only one. Lorelei. Lorelei is still conscious, but unavailable
Yeah, he'll
emotionally.
go bug her. She like, oh, don't cry. You're ugly when you cry. More so than usual.
Say that! It's so not nice! Can't you see I'm already having a real day?
This is like his earnest attempt to try and help. Like, he is actually trying. This is not him trying to be mean. This is his trying to help. He's like, oh, why don't we do a puzzle? Puzzles are fun. And he's gonna go grab a body. Like, did you know there's enough bones in the human body to make up an entire skeleton?
I knew that!
Allegedly.
That's even me!
Maybe not this body, but
Do you grab one of the crew members or one of the sea brine monsters? The brine woken.
I mean, honestly, just grab whatever's closest, so I don't know.
It's a crew member, okay.
Puzzles are very relaxing. Let's just put the human back together.
In one piece, what do you mean?
I mean, I don't know. Putting humans together could be fun.
It's not fun. It's dirty.
Well, yes, but like, so are you. It's gonna be like, you want water?
Yes.
Yeah, give her some water. We should maybe go downstairs away from the bodies. They don't smell great when they start to decompose.
Would that take a few hours?
I mean, technically it starts as soon as they're dead. It just, gets worse within the first few hours.
Okay, I'll go downstairs.
Yeah, and Vex is like, haha, I did good. That was his good deed of the year.
Imagine he takes notes. He's like, okay.
Oh, he's absolutely taking
like
notes.
insults didn't work. Got it. Okay, I would rate that a 1 out of 10.
That was his attempt at like trying to be comforting. It was like, see, you're uglier. Don't be uglier than you normally are. That was his attempt to be comforting.
Nice. Nice. Well, as we transition out of that scene, as Phoenix, do you go down, or does it only Lorelei that goes and takes a rest?
You'll go down so that
Okay.
you can actually sleep.
As it sounds like almost all of you, Zenthar, Sage, you're the only one. I think you said you fell asleep right next to Parn because you couldn't move because you threw your back out trying to move him, right?
We are struggle buddies right now.
Got it. One of the crew.
I imagine like I'm warm, but I'm like rock, so it's like a heated rock that you can snuggle up against.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like passed right out. Like it's just
The occasional shudder, just in his sleep.
Yeah, and
wake up, Parn. Go to sleep. Spare the dying. That's just all she knows.
just
right
all
now.
night. You're just sparing the dying all night. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. Brilliant. One of the crew members will see the two of you, and will hang a pot of that like briny rum that they had over one of the torches. And so it ends up being like this hot toddy, or like this almost like a cider of sorts, just like a very hot, warm drink. And they'll come over to you lot, and they have two tin cups with them, and they hand them both to you, and they're like, I really appreciate you helping us back there. There's no way we would have made it out of that cove. It's never been this bad. Captain's taken us a lot of places. I mean, we've sailed the east coast, the west coast. I mean, we've gone as far as the cauldron down in the south of Chult and the great sea beyond, but I've never seen undead that. Well, I mean, normally they're around really evil places, right? Like some of them Yuan Ti, they meddle in the undead, and occasionally we'll get the red wizards and of Fae, and they meddle in the undead, but I've never seen the undead by themselves, and I've definitely never seen them in the water.
We we can be friends, but like I'm not a boat person.
Yeah, I'm not. And he kind of looks around. Truth be told, I don't like the coves. I like the open ocean. It's a little bit less daunting. To be close to the water but not on the water is just, well, it's disappointing. And then to be close to the shore, we have all the dangers of the shore and all the dangers of the water. It's just not my speed. Listen, drink up. You're gonna need your rest, I think. Captain always says Fort Beluarian is, well, at least out here you know your enemy, right? It's either the pirates. No.
No, I've never been on a boat. I've been in like the river that goes through back my house, and like I have made boats out of little leaves and turn them into airplanes and boats, and you can float them down in water. And I'm not a boat person.
Yeah, but I mean, at least out here in the ocean, in the sea, the bad guys are pirates and now zombies, and maybe the Sahuagin, or I mean, just different dangers in the water, right? But Captain always says Fort Beluarian, you think one person's your enemy, but somebody else is the enemy, and he doesn't get involved in the political stuff.
That's why you should make friends.
Well, Captain says the Greys are our friends, and like he says the Greys, meaning the Greys. You don't like. Sage doesn't get closed captioning, right? Sage just like, but I don't want you to think that I'm saying something else different. So he says the grays. And as soon as he says that, your passive insight, his eyes, like his pupils dilate. He's like, I mean, listen, drink up. And he goes and gets like a second portion of alcohol, and he's like, you can have my rations too. And like,
No, we can share.
oh, good. Yeah. I'll sit with you. And he sits and he drinks, and he's like,
Want some turkey?
I've never had jerky. Yeah, I'd love some.
Okay. Hold on. I am supposed to say, so this is lizard jerky, and the last guy who ate it, he had a really like super good time, but also I think maybe he lost track of time and maybe saw funny things. So here you go.
Oh, it's like peyote.
No, it's not. It's not a leaf. It's a lizard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So give it to him. She's like, I was just wondering though, like, do we have to do the rowing?
No, there's not enough. Oh, lizard. He gives me back the jerky. He's like, I just don't think it's my thing. It's really great, but it's just not my thing. And like he has like the sick burps now. There's not enough of us to row. Truth be told, Captain won't put us to oars because, you know, we won't really make that effective use of oars. We're going to be pretty much sailing under sails from now on.
Okay, well, I might fall asleep. I think she would pass out from drinking that.
Yeah. He like a sigh of relief as you pass out, and he's like, yeah, okay, that's probably for the better. And then
I would be like holding the jerky and like also kind of like gripping Parn's arm.
residual, like you're sparing the dying in your sleep.
Yeah.
And because that's 90 minutes in, we'll take a break there, and we'll come back as you guys are coming out of your long rest. I will say, you may click the long rest button officially. So. All right. I've been informed that that was more than 90 minutes, allegedly, according to some people's clocks. Allegedly. All right. So as you guys sail on through the night, you feel this gentle rocking. Those of you who are tradesmen, those of you who work for a living, those of you who have had journeys before or have labored over long projects and things like that, you're used to like a tiresome day. This is a very drawing day. It required so much of you emotionally, so much of you physically, so much of you even like intellectually. It was a very exhausting day for you. You get a very solid sleep. However, some of you, namely, I'm trying to pull up the note here because I didn't do it while we were waiting. Namely, Lorelei and Phoenix. You were the only two. When you wake up, can I get you guys to roll a D6 for me? Oh God, Phoenix, that's so bad. That's so bad. This is so awful. In your character sheet, under bio, there is a section called Additional Features and Traits. Do you see that section?
No.
Let me see. If you
Nope.
open your
There it
character
is.
sheet, it should be there already. Okay. Let's see. I'm leaving you a note there. Your character is not aware of this, which is why I'm not announcing it publicly for everybody. But mechanically, you're the player. You have to be aware of this, but your character is not aware. They just know that they feel, however that would affect them. So feel free to, if you want to track that by writing down your unaffected stats, you can do that. If you want to make note of it somewhere else, because if you ever remove this condition, that could easily be resolved. I don't want you to. I don't want you to permanently change something that can be eventually removed. So anyway, I'm leaving that note there. That is for both of you to do. You both wake up feeling however that would affect you. I'm not going to dictate that because I'm practicing not taking away your agency. So go me. Patting myself on the back for that. Cool. As you wake, there's a smell of like soapy, sort of like the rendered animal fat that they're using as soap to kind of like scrub the deck. And two of the crew members are trying to scrub off all those barnacles and like spines and brines and like things that are like bristles and stuff like that off the deck. Meanwhile, Two Fingers is giving different hand signs to different people so they can like, he's giving one of them, a chance to go down and rest. He and Jean-Rel are having a conversation, and Jean-Rel says, like, puts his hands on Two Fingers and is like, it's your turn, you have to rest. So Two Fingers will like kind of like slumber on down. You can tell that he has like bags under his eyes, and he goes under and probably passes some of you as you're waking in the morning. And he is he turns to you lot. He says, thought about it all night. You really kept your heads when those things were trying to take ours, and that does mean that earns a lot more trust than a dozen contracts. He kind of like looks at I would assume at Lorelei as you're holding the scroll with the missives in it. He says, I think they carry more weight than the paper they're written on would allow. That ship seemed to be lying in wait, like the markings on the ballista I know it's crazy, but it feels like you might have been targeted for going on this quest. Maybe not you directly, but the Pirate Queen doesn't normally come into the Bay of Cholt. It's too close to the Flaming Fist. It's too close to Nianzaru. She must truly be doing something bold. Listen, if you let me see them, I'm not going to force your hand. You have your own thing, but if you let me see them, we could clear up the. Maybe I was going to take them from you, truth be told, but you've earned my trust, and for that I apologize both for the treachery that we were going to lay upon you and burden you with. And he just passively your insight. He looks contrite. Like his tail is not excited in the same way he was before. He's thinking about his words a lot longer, and he's like, read them or not, but if they reach Fort Beluarian untouched, I feel like one set of eyes a long ways away is going to get a signal of devotion that you may not intend to broadcast. Regardless, we'll be there by nightfall. I'm going to rest now. If you don't touch the rigging, we should be there without any concern. I've taught your friend, and he points at Guchamog, who's like standing back at the stern, happy as hell, manning the helm. I've taught him the basics of navigating there. If he just does pretty much nothing, you'll get there just fine. So, again, thank you for the crew of mine that you were able to save. We've already said our goodbyes to the other ones, and he gestures to the deck like there's no more dead bodies on board. So, again, I thank you. You go ahead, keep your secrets. Don't look at them if you don't want to. Again, you are employed to not do so. So.
Thank you for your trust in us. I'll think about what you've said. Rest well.
Yeah, and when you get there, don't tell Liara Portier who took you. If it's okay. Just saying that my name's not going to win you any favor with the Flaming Fist. At least not some of those in her employ.
Understood. We'll just say a friend brought us.
Cool. In that case, good night. And he'll like lumber on over to the lower deck. And leave you all to sail the boat in.
Last night was very difficult. Do we have any healing potions left?
Unfortunately, no. I used all I had. Perhaps when we get to the fort, we might be able to negotiate and see if they have anything.
I was just about to say that. These monsters out here seem to be stronger and tougher than anything I fought in my life, and they hit really hard.
Well, I'm certainly glad we have someone like you with us. Truth be told, I've never seen anything. So this is all new to me.
I appreciate that you are here, that you have the book smarts that we obviously don't have.
Well, book smarts are one thing. World smarts are another.
Which
And
is why we work
unfortunately-
together as a group.
Yeah. Well, if only there'd been someone there last night to tell me, don't touch the shiny things.
Well, hopefully you know for next time now.
Yeah, hopefully.
We all survived, and that's the important thing.
Suppose you're right. Lessons learned. We move on and we move out.
Parn will walk over and reach up and pat you on the back with a big.
Thank you, Pod. Thank you.
Let's sail this ship into port.
Yes, let's. Guchamog, how you doing up there?
I'm sailing a boat.
Good job, buddy.
Look, this part makes it go that way, and the boat like.
No.
And this part makes it go that way. He turns it so sharp, like the cross beam, whatever it is, like almost clops people's heads. You know, it's elevated above the deck of the boat, so it's harder to. But he just like yeets it one way and the other. It's pretty cool. I've never sailed a boat before. I don't ever want to do it again.
Probably a good idea. Maybe we'll walk back.
It's a long way back, but yeah, we could walk back. Yeah, there's some stuff we could do. I mean, we could walk back.
I just don't think I'm gonna get Sage back on a boat.
Oh yeah, where is she? He looks around and like sees Parn. Last time he saw Sage, she was next to Parn. Parn with no Sage is alarming.
I feel like I would like. Is it super early morning? You think?
Yeah, the sun probably is like just now coming up, so you're still in like the dawn light.
I feel like I would still be passed out. Like, just like that is the most traumatic thing that's ever happened to her or to me, and I would just like still be like you know, you kept your kid up too late, and now they're gonna sleep all day, and they'll probably harass you well into the next night if you don't wake them up.
That's good wisdom.
Yeah, I imagine I'm still like tucked into the side of the boat on my bedroll.
Nice. Well, I didn't, you know, I'm guessing when we get there, they'll help us. Typically, we just fold up sail. It's kind of like when the boats come into Port Nyanzaru, we'll fold up sail and someone will moor out and come bring us in on a rowboat, and then we meet with we deliver these missives and you get paid. That's pretty much the gist of it most of the time.
Guchamog.
Yeah.
What do you really know of the Flaming Fist? Like, could you give us more details or intel on them, I suppose, so we know what we're walking into?
Yeah, they're not the nicest group. They're a good lawful group, that's for sure, but they're just not the friendliest bunch to folks like me. They prefer their associates to be more of the human nature. Not really keen on the old monstrous races. But you know, I'm sure that's behind them. Look, the point is, a number of civilizations have been ransacked by goblins and tieflings, and you know, to a lesser extent, the staunchy greediness of dwarves. I mean, like, sometimes they don't like races. Look, I think it's bad, obviously, to be judgmental towards a person because of their race, but sometimes their behavior is out of hurt and not really. They're he's like struggling to find something nice to say about them, because Guchamog believes in the good of people, but he's like, down here, at least in Chult, the Flaming Fist are they do a good job of making sure that the laws are followed, even in the jungle. The guild does a good job of if something gets back to the guild, but if it happens out there, and he like kind of just gestures with his thumb over his shoulder. If it happens out there and it never makes it back to the guild doesn't really care. They care about merchant princes and profit lines and stuff like that. The Flaming Fist cares about being good for the sake of being good, but they kind of go about it with a heavy hand. I hear good things about this Liara Portier. She's she's the niece of the Grand Duke Older Ravengard, as it turns out, over in Baldur's Gate. But she leads. She's strict. She's not kind, but she's strict. Make sure that all the rules are followed. They do keep a good. Well, they're not driven by profit. They're driven by this altruism. I don't know who he is, but they're led by that. So they try to do what's right, but they get to decide what's right and wrong. I've fought with them on a time occasion or two. They're pretty capable fighters. They fight in good formations, lots of flanking and shielding of one another. But why?
Oh, just curious, I've ran into a lot of incredibly difficult things to deal with over the last few days, and I just want to know what I'm walking into tomorrow.
Oh, no, I imagine you're going to walk in there, and you're going to give them the missives, and they're going to say thank you, and they're going to give you some coins. And, I mean, they may try to ask you to take something back to Port Nyanzaru, because it's very rare that we get couriers. I mean, in this day and age, you can just send messages over spells, or fly, or teleport.
That is true.
But, they may try to employ you to go back. They may try to employ you to go somewhere else. I don't know, but I imagine you're not going to be in danger in there. It's a civilization.
Mm-hmm. Well, would it be best for, like, say, Phoenix or Sage to be the one to do the delivery?
No, if they agreed to pay somebody, they'll pay you. It doesn't matter what you are.
I just mean, like, okay, so it won't matter that, like,
that you're green? No.
Yeah.
They don't care, Flowers. Besides,
you said they don't like monster races.
You got me.
We have 3
right?
here.
You got me. I'll take care of you. It's fine.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I would hear you. I would just be like stretching and hear you say my name. Like, she'd be like, "Oh, Sage." She'd be like, "Present."
Yep.
Good morning.
There's Wild Girl. Listen, they may not invite you to dinner, and they probably won't do anything outwardly rude. They may invite the others to dinner, and they may not invite people like you and me, Flowers.
Friends? We're making friends?
Yeah, we're gonna make friends at Fort Beluarian, the Flaming Fist friends.
Oh, they're on land. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go do that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we're gonna get off the boat.
I will. And I'll just be like frantically packing my things up. I'll be nudging Parn or to realize he's not there.
You roll over to spare the dying Parn, and he's not there anymore. There is, however, a nice puddle where he coughed up whatever spitule that was choking him last night. It's like
giant blood membrane.
Oh, that's awful. How long do you wait when you hear people? Because we know that that Xanthar can hear what's going on because you're trance state. How long do you hear your companions talking before you decide to join everybody?
Probably won't. I mean, probably just stay there. I mean, she's gonna play it out. Honestly. They don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the Zenthar thing, right? You have your quiet moment of you know, I don't want to say like reflection, but you have your quiet moment of aloneness as they all wake up, and you do hear the captain come down, and he's like, "Your crew's up there," or Jean-Rel, Jean-Rel's like, "Oh, your crew's up there." Right, and then he just flops into a hammock, and then goes to sleep, leaving you lot. Yeah, and about an hour or two of daytime sailing of Guchamog, you guys end up seeing the coast come up towards you. There is this mountain range far in the distance, and this small little like forest before that, and then a very felled area, kind of like a logging camp of some kind, has been cut out in a sort of area around this fort that is Fort Beluarian, and you are you find yourselves looking at the outside walls of this. Let's see if I maybe have a finally getting into a pre-made pre-written map here. Yeah, I do. Look at that. I do have a Fort Beluarian map. Let's put you guys. Gosh, I shouldn't do this without actually looking at the map. I should be a little bit more careful about this, but I'm not going to yet. Yeah, it's all black because you guys don't have tokens on there. That's a good idea. Oh, I can try this new thing. Where's place party? Place party. Well, Parn is invisible.
It's a map, though.
Oh man. Well, here, let's do this. For the time being, because there's really no need for
because there's lighting and everything on it.
There's really no need for there to be lighting on this map. I say that without even having like looked at it one bit. So you guys arrive. We're just here looking at the shape of the map anyways. There are all these felled logs around all this wooden structure, and then there's a dugout embankment going up to it. And then leading up to each one of the gates, there are a series of these stables and towers. So it's a very defensible position. And north is up, thank goodness. But yeah, north is up. Let's go change layer map. So you see this fort. It's not large, but it's not tiny. It's nowhere near as large as Fort Beluarian, or nowhere near as large as Port Nianzaru, but it is larger than a standard outpost. And you see smoke coming up from a number of different buildings, and you do see there's people walking in and out. The gates are open, and there are people walking in and out of the stables. There are people carrying different beasts that they've killed into the place to cook them. They have a small little farm out front somewhere where they're growing potatoes or rubers or some kind of starchy vegetable. But yeah, it just appears to be and again, you're kind of viewing this from a mile away or so it's kind of hard to make out exactly what's going on. But you see it on the horizon, and then you hear somebody is trumpeting that there is a sign that you guys are on the way. And Guchamog's like, okay, they told me to furl sails, right? Close them sails. And he looks around and there's no crew down there, and he's like, oh yeah, that's us, sorry. Let's close the sails. And he goes down there and he pulls on the ropes because all the crew's downstairs sleeping. So he closes that off, and then he lets out the horn or whatever to signal, and you see these rowboats coming from the shore to the boat to bring you guys ashore. He's like, all right, well, anything we need to again, it's supposed to be relatively simple. We go in, we hand in the missives, and we leave. I guess I'll tell Jean-Rel we're going, and you guys can get your packs ready. Where's the drow? And the nerd.
Oh, I'll go get them. They're probably still downstairs.
Okay, I got to go tell Jean-Rel anyway. I'll go. So he plops down and
Nerd.
goes down and tells Jean-Rel, go briefly. probably have you estimate you probably have about 30 minutes before the rowboats like make it out to you. As dawn is full-fledged now. You're like in the morning light hours. Any preparations you guys want to do before you are met by the flaming fist of Fort Beluarian?
Lorelei will just go round up Zenthar and Phoenix and Mr. Body.
Arn would take everything that he had left down below, all his gear. Because I would have had torches on me, but I did say that I had offloaded everything, so that did nothing for me.
Well, if there is no prior preparation you want to do before they arrive, they throw these I don't want to say like boarding lines because they're not, but like they are hooked lines, right? They throw them up over the rails of the Salty Sparrow, and then you see there are 3 different corporals who pop onto the deck of the boat, and they are dressed in very clean, very polished plate mail armor, and they all are emblazoned with this like fist that is flaming on the breast of their armor, and one of them is carrying like the pallbearer, the flag of the flaming fist that has the exact same emblem on there, and they're like, all right, you guys, clearly you are the couriers from Port Nyanzaru?
Yes, that is us.
Wonderful. You are expected by Liara, by the Blaze herself. I will carry the missives in for you, and you may join us. He like holds his hand out, like, please.
If you don't mind, I would prefer to hold on to them until I can give them to the Flame herself.
The Blaze.
The Blaze.
Definitely don't call her a flame. That is, that's, and he points, he's like, that's like Jenkins over there. That's me, Captain. That's me, Corporal. And like, yeah, Jenkins, shut up. Nobody asked. And Jenkins is like, got it.
My apologies.
I won't tell her you said it. But don't say it again. Right. Fantastic. Then if you want to carry them yourself, I don't care. Just don't drop them, or it's all of us. All right, over the rail. And as he like throws these rope ladders over the rail into their canoes, that's where we'll call it. That's 10:59, or that's 11 o'clock my time. We'll reconvene. Now I think we have. Sorry, let me like legit end this thing. Stop.